Hey guys, it's Amy from Amy's Haven. I am sharing with you today my personal challenge for May. It's the 4th of May 2020 and here in the UK we are on lockdown still. My hair always looks funny. My mother complains that I don't brush my hair and I did just brush it. Please, you might have to put up with a little bit of messy hair. I have a long day. I work full-time, although only over a few days, with childcare in my own home. I home educate my 2 children and I'm a single mother. So I'm kind of busy and sometimes my hair does not look that tidy. But back to my challenge for May. I have decided that I'd like to tackle my stash of fabric. I have so many different little projects and plans. I do lots of crafty things like knitting and crochet and try to do some sketching and things like that. So this is going to be tackling my fabric. So I'm going to have a little tour around my collection of fabric. I tried to gather everything that I have around the house. And we're going to see how much I can get through in the next few weeks. And hopefully I can post some videos about how much I've accomplished. Okay, so I'm just going to start here and show you. I've piled on them all different chairs. Okay, so here is a quilt in progress. It's a nice quilt with all sorts of florals, and I have a fleece blanket was going to go on the inside, so that needs doing. I have a pile of things that I need to hem and repair, so that's actually just a mending pile. This is the rest of my fabric stash. It's actually not that bad. I did go through it recently and got rid of a few things, but and some of this is backing fabric, some muslin and some linen, so we'll see if that will come in handy with any of my projects. I have, these are my notions and things. I have threads in every color. I have some strings. These mostly came around fat quarters and things like that, and normally I don't care much about them, but now you'll see we're going to be using some of those. For masks, I have some ribbon. This is white binding, bias tape. I bought that recently, along with this baker's twine. I found some elastic that I had, which is handy. I have some thicker elastic too somewhere. I'm trying to make a skirt for my daughter. Let's see whether I have some thicker elastic somewhere. And I found some completely unused hair ties. They might come in handy. And I have a whole stack of fat quarters. Now, I had quite a few of these, and I bought some more recently because they're really handy for making masks and making scrub bags and all the things that we need now, most of all. So there's lots and lots of things you can do with fat quarters. So I bought quite a few recently from Aldi, and they delivered them to me. They don't deliver food, but they delivered these items to me. And so I didn't even have to leave the house. I've washed them and I've ironed most of these, and that's why they're lying here in a pile. I have to match them up to make some of my projects. So you might guess that I'll be making some masks. I might be making some bags. I have some other skirts and little tops that my daughter would like to have. She would also really like to start making some clothes for some of her dolls because she's quite into fashion, and she thought that might be a good way to practice making outfits and things like that. So we might be using some of that for those projects as well. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't have a lot of time on my hands, but and not only that, but every day I have to clear this away from my kitchen table in order to eat, to feed the kids that come over, to feed my own children. and to work on other projects and homework assignments that we have. So you can see probably why I don't get to do a lot of sewing at the moment. Right, I think I'd better get started.